I stunk this post up to beat the band. There's a hole on the other side. Put all my bait there. Then we got our bone in the road there. We caught one there a couple weeks ago. So that's what I'm telling you guys, man. Put that and then whatever bait type set you're gonna do, always throw them together. Well, I wasn't able to get a video of the first catch. We've got one coyote down so far. Oh, he's got eaten. Here's dog number 2. Right here next to the houses. I mean, if you look, he's here. House there. There's a house right there. So, good one to get out. Number 2 on the day. Let's go. Snagged a badger here 2 days ago. Come on, come on. We got them. So let's go through my bait bag first. Equipment bag's pretty simple. They're all pretty simple. This is my general bait bag. There's a bunch of stuff. I will say the only thing I've ever really caught cats on is in this bag, but there's some other stuff in my cat bag we're going to start trying. I'm going to try to be more of a cat trapper this winter than more of a general predator / coyote guy, because I mean, who doesn't love catching a coyote? But anywho, I got called to catch this badger, so we'll start with what I caught him with. This from Pine Hollow Trapping and Supplies, just some red fox urine. I use a lot of red fox urine. This was a dirt hole he had made himself, and then I just went, he dug it a little bit, and I went in down into the bottom of that, punched a hole about chay deep. I put that on the backing. Down in the hole, I put some Texas 2-step. Guys, this stuff from Pine Hollow Trapping and Supplies is a game changer on your canines. Obviously, it'll catch anything. We caught a damn badger with it today. But, it catches just about anything you want, obviously. But it seems to hammer coyotes. And I'm trapping educated country. I'm trapping flatland that was sheep country turned cattle country. You know, these coyotes have been prosecuted since they showed up here and people showed up here. They know what a trap is. This works. Point being, Texas 2-step. Got in on the old badgie catch. And then, this is what I've always used this. My dad gave me his last jar. It's what I always used growing up. I've caught, not the most, the most I've caught is with what I caught this dude on. We're going to get to that. Second most bait, for sure, Powder River. O'Gorman's Powder River. It's a good bait. So that's what did it on the old badgie. This set. The set of all sets. So what you do, it's Mike Yancey's. He's the owner of Pine Hollow Trapping Supplies. Mike and Christy Yancey. This is Mike Yancey's set. All you do, you take a little of this, little bone action. You dig that into the ground as deep as you can get it. You put a little of this knockout LDC on there. Little leggets. You'd be on this side. But this is how effective this set is. That's what got the coyote. Kinda. I ran out of bones yesterday, so last night I went and got more bones. I caught him on that, on a chunk of corrugated tin that was just chilling out in the field. I found it. I was like, hey, try it. Mike Yancey always said, I think you could put a Coors Light can out here and it'd work. I was like, well, we're about to find out, buddy. It was like an 8-inch by 12-inch chunk of tin. Dug it in the ground, set it good. Put a little of that knockout on there. Put a little of the leggets on there. Coyote this morning. You do the math. So, what else do I got in here? So I use all these. I'll kind of explain. Use canine venom quite a bit. from Pine Hollow Trapping and Supplies. Uh, Pine Hollow Canine Venom. It's a good lure. I use that on flat sets, dirt holes, stuff like that. Buffalo oil. It's a lure, but I use it more as a bait. So you're imitating. You're really what I'm trying to do is imitate something being buried, whether it be a flat set, dirt hole. So I need it to smell like something is buried, and I think this imitates that better than more like a bait. And then you got to imitate that something was there that buried it, and that's where your lures and urines come in. So I use that more as a bait. It's a lure. Either way, works really good. Buffalo oil. This is a good bait from Pine Hollow Trapping and Supplies. Medicine Man. Supposedly it's a good cat lure. We're going to try that this year. I didn't get onto Pine Hollow Trapping this year until after cat season. So I didn't get to talk to Mike about what he uses, how he catches them. But I did this year. So this winter we should do some damage on some cats. We'll stay on. We'll get on to bait. Just get them over with. I don't use a ton of bait. Predator Control and Rager. It's beaver lure, but I've never really done good with it. But like I said, I had a coyote that dug up a couple different sets. I might throw that as a last ditch, maybe. This worked pretty good this summer. I bought it at Shields. I think it's called Just Mice. I lost it. The tags rubbed off of it. It did all right. I don't know that I'd buy it again, but it did pretty good. Powder River, obviously. Those are my baits. And then lures. You've seen a few of them. This one worked surprisingly well while we're on the Shields topic. I was just shocked. Shields had stuff you could buy. So I was like, well, hell, you got me. Mark June's Lures Incorporated. Fox Frenzy. It did pretty good on the coyote line this summer. Doing some summer trapping. It caught a few. So let's see what else we got. This is also kind of a last ditch. My dad gave me a bunch of his old stuff, and all he used was O'Gorman's. So nowadays, you'll see when I get to my cat bag, I buy some O'Gorman stuff. Coyotes, I pretty well exclusively switched to Pine Hollow after this year. Now that I'm trying their cat stuff, it'll probably be the same. Their stuff just seems to work so good. But old jar of Foxy, I'll pull that out every once in a while. It works decent in a dirt hole, flat set, trash pile. This one I'll probably buy again, actually, as I just said all that. O'Gorman's Missouri Breaks. It seems to be a pretty good lure. My dad had that laying around, and I started trying it this summer, and it seems to do pretty good on coyotes. This old boy, O'Gorman's Plenty Coyote. Classic. I might have to keep buying that just because of the nostalgia of it. Oh, guys, this right here is, they're the same. I don't know why I did that. So it's clear right now, but you shake it up. You just get this. Boys, you want to catch them old, educated, no tooth having, come into your yard killing your chickens. That one, Pine Hollow Trapping and Supplies, Liquid Killer Beaver. It's a lure, use it as a bait. Put that down in your dirt hole, put that in one of your holes at your flat set, your trench set. Liquid Killer Beaver. If you put a gun to my head and said, all right, dude, you can only use one website to get all your stuff, I'd say Pine Hollow Trapping and Supplies. If somebody said, what would you go with absolute have-tos? I'd hop on Pine Hollow. I'd get some Liquid Killer Beaver for show. I'd get Leggett's, Knockout, and Two-Step. I would get Red Fox urine. I would get buffalo oil. I'd get Medicine Man. Pretty much everything you see. I might not get the canine venom, but I'm going to get it again. It seems to work great. Yeah, I'd get all of it. I'd get all these again. The only one that I haven't had a ton of success with out of all these is this. Maybe I'm using it wrong. But this, which is a beaver lure, seems to hammer them. But yeah, and then trap wise, now I do have kind of a ragtag collection because my dad gave me all his old stuff and he just used like Duke number twos, Bridger number twos, just the OG dog over jaw. But I like a Bridger 3 dogless. These Bridger 3 dogless, they got a big jaw spread. They come pretty tight. When they start wearing out, I force spring them. They're simple enough a guy can pull them apart and respring them. I leave them double swiveled because on my Bobcat sets this year, I'm going to do mostly drags. So this will be on, you know, a 10-foot chunk of chain with a drag on the end, and I don't even know how many swivels. A lot. But and then when I'm not on that, I use these wolf fang. You know, so you put your wolf fang on there, you just run the loop through there, that through the loop. You guys all know the drill. Bang, hammer it down in there, tink, 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 pull it up, give her a tug. These will hold anything. I'm just too poor to get the super stakes. I think I'd like them on a chain better. But these work pretty good, these wolf fangs. Also bought them at Shields. So yeah, that's essentially everything you need. Oh, an underpan material. Mike Yancey's underpan material. Oh, here's something else I do. That's where I tag my traps. Because it's right under this big area on your pan. So a coyote can't get down, and it's actually about right there. So a coyote can't get down there and chew on that sucker. As you can tell, it stayed on. So this underpan material is a must-have. The reason I like it, just show you. The reason I like underpan as opposed to underpan or over, I like underpan as opposed to overpan is so when I get this in the ground, I can pack all the dirt in here without setting that trap off. Coyotes especially, you know how they are. So all this dirt, you know, coyotes, you know how they are. They'll come and step all over everything. So if he steps here and there's a coffee filter over it, he might set that trap off or something might wiggle and he might dig me out, miss him. This, he can step all over in there. So I get way deeper catches. As you saw, that badger was double front footed. And I'm sure that's because there's nowhere to step but the pan to get it to set off. You're going to get deeper catches. You're going to have way less dig ups because everything's packed but the pan. It's just science. Come on. So get underpan. I get that on Pine Hollow too. Must have. So yeah, that's a run through. That's what did it today. 48 hours right on the edge of town. Piece of corrugated tin. Let's go.